Today's report is not about personalities, brothers and sisters. It's not about clout. And it's not about who yells the loudest on social media. This is about accuracy, legitimacy, and history. Because when those three things are ignored, Black people always pay the price.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Black Westchester Magazine, and we're here with the Publisher's Desk, and I'm Black Westchester's publisher, Damon K. Jones, and welcome to another segment. Today's report is not about personalities, brothers and sisters. It's not about clout, and it's not about who yells the loudest on social media. This is about accuracy, legitimacy, and history. Because when those three things are ignored, Black people always pay the price. Now, over the past few weeks, many of you have seen a man named Paul Birdsong presenting himself under the banner of the Black Panther Party, or the new Black Panther Party, positioning his organization as an armed defenders against ICE and inserting himself into the national conversation using imagery, language, and symbolism tied to one of the most targeted movements in American history. See, the question is not whether people are angry. The question is whether they're right. And anger without accuracy has never protected Black people. I'm going to say that again. Anger without accuracy has never protected Black people. So let me say this clearly. Emotion does not equal legitimacy. Visibility does not equal leadership. And being loud does not mean that you're right. See, Black history teaches us that lesson repeatedly. See, every time symbolism outruns structure, every time emotion outruns discipline, and every time a movement becomes performative instead of strategic, it becomes vulnerable. And in vulnerable movements, brothers and sisters, they don't just collapse. They get used, they get infiltrated, and they get weaponized against the very Black people that they came to protect. See, this is not an opinion. This is what history has shown us time after time again. Now, brothers and sisters, let's look at the statement from Paul Birdsong.
ICE agent ever run up on me, I guarantee you they won't. I'll put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me.
Oh, he ridiculous.
One woman was killed by ICE. If you think you're about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for self-defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no places where there are a lot of immigrants at. I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them, and it needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with a sword.
You finna get shot.
It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoots them rapidly.
Wow, that's an
A-12. Arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like they're tyrants, not feeling like they're bullies because they got guns and body armor and walkie-talkies. That makes them immune to whatever the people would do. I think you want to correct the ideology of the pig and the mentality of the slave catcher. You meet them with equal force. All power to the motherfucker.
Catcher.
No power to the pig.
Now let's slow this down to be precise, because precision, what separates leadership from manipulation. The original Black Panther Party was formed to defend Black communities from police brutality, economic neglect, and state violence that was directly targeting Black people. Their mission was rooted in the survival programs, political education, and lawful community defense. See, what we're seeing with Paul Birdsong is something very different. Paul Birdsong is not emphasizing the defense of Black neighborhoods suffering from violence, poverty, displacement, or over policing. See, his public focus is confronting ICE. Confronting ICE and illegal immigration that has put a hold on the black community. See, positioning his armed resistance around immigration enforcement and inserting the Black Panther name into a fight that is not centered on Black America's survival. See, that matters, brothers and sisters, because as both as activists and a journalist, I have to ask the hard questions. Why is the Black Panther Party name being used to pull Black people into a fight that many Black Americans have openly said it's not our fight? We have said it right here at Black Westchester that this is not our fight. See, historically, Black people have been used as moral shock troops, placed on the front line of conflicts where we absorb consequences while others benefit politically. See, this white liberal movement, this new Black Panther movement, they need Black bodies. They need Black outrage. They need Black symbolism to legitimize their cause. And when Black people say this issue does not address our immediate survival, the next move is often to repackage the cause using our history. Do you see what they're doing? And what better symbol to exploit than the Black Panther Party itself? The danger isn't just using the Black Panther Party. See, the danger is that it's strategic for him to tell us to say her name over Black women's names that have been shot at and killed by police, Black women's names that have been killed by Black on Black violence in the Black community. When someone pushes confrontation with ICE instead of defending Black neighborhoods, Black children, Black families, Black economic survival, it is reasonable, responsible to question the motives. Does it make someone anti-immigrant? It makes them pro-Black clarity. See, because the truth is this: Black people has never been shown what real justice looks like in this country. We can't allow Black people to be exploited anymore in these fights that are not our fight. So when we talk about the new Black Panther Party, brothers and sisters, we're talking about, or this new organization claiming that they're the Black Panther Party, we're talking about where is your history, right? Where is your groundwork in working with Black people? Other than what we've seen that has gone viral for people's feelings, where has the organization outcome been, right? Where has, because we have seen that Brother Birdsong has claimed past gang affiliations, right? That there's also been articles of him being a rap activist, right? And then there's heavy symbolism in what we see. So, and his performance during national moments of attention in probably issues that, the Black Panther Party wouldn't even address anyway. So, if someone's claiming gang life, which Birdsong has done, if someone's claiming prison life or street life, right, that there should be real evidence of work, that journey is beyond performance. See, now, again, we have to go back to history, brothers and sisters. See, the most dangerous figure is not the obvious enemy. See, that's where Black people fail all the time. See, it's always an unverified savior. We did that with Black Lives Matter. See, we allowed unverified saviors to give us a slogan, and when we got distracted from the real fight. And even our elders got distracted because that slogan hit home. But we missed the meaning of that slogan of Black Lives Matter because we were trying to make Black Lives Matter to white people instead of making Black Lives Matter to Black people first. and an era where we could have had real movement, it was moved to support white liberalism and LGBTQ and everything else. So this is why many of us that are sincere in the fight, not just podcasters or these social media activists, the keyboard activists, or people who had benefited from the COVID collapse and used social media as a platform for their foolishness. See, this is why many of us that we didn't do none of that, we're actually in the work, feeding the people, helping the people, clothing the people, and understand the history of the Black Panther Party and what they stood for in the Black community. We are questioning what's going down with this group. Now, they can do what they want. This is America. But there has to be questions. And we allow social media likes to verify our saviors when technically they have no history other than what went viral. So let's get into the reaction of General Mike Payne of the original Black Panther Party. Now, General Mike Payne, a national leader of the original Black Panther Party, has been very clear. The original Black Panther Party does not prioritize illegal immigration or ICE activism over the needs of Black American citizens. He states that their focus remains on community defense, absolutely, Black self-determination, economic survival, protection of Black families. See, from this brother's perspective, immigration battle, especially those that involve federal enforcement, are distractions from the unresolved issues of the Black crisis: violence, poverty, housing, education, economic displacement. And he's absolutely right. See, it cannot claim the same lineage. Now check out his statement himself.
General Mike Payne, national leader of the original Black Panther Party here. We have received many emails from people asking what is our official stance on the ICE situation. I need you all to listen and understand what I'm telling you. We, the original Black Panther Party, in good conscience cannot risk life and limb of our people for groups of people who have not risked life and limb for us. Just because we have a common enemy, that does not equate to us having a common problem. If this was so, now listen to me. If we had a common problem and enemy, where were the immigrants, or even the Black immigrants as a whole, when Breonna Taylor, Tyree Nichols, Trayvon Martin, Rollin Hill, Ahmaud Arbery, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, where were you at when our people are murdered in the streets, slaughtered in cold blood by an agency that now hunts you? But now that injustice has touched your door, we have something in common. The Black agenda must come first. We are still working on in-house unification. We cannot afford to divide our ranks to help individuals who have not been reciprocatory. Black citizens, we are not the target. Sure, like anything else, a few Black citizens get stopped, hassled, and ID'd. That's been happening to us for 400 plus years. The difference now is we aren't who they're looking for. We don't mean this in a harsh way to any community that migrated here and are targets of ICE. But legal or illegally, this has been our experience since our shackled feet touched the Virginia soil. Welcome to America.
Paul Birdsong is taking a different approach. They want to have the Black Panther Party arm resistance at immigration protests, using the symbolism and the history of the Black Panther Party. Now, is that illegal? That's something that the lawyers are going to have to ask, brothers and sisters. But here's the issue. They're not the original Black Panther Party. And it has to be questioned on what he's using the Black Panther Party for. since we know he has a history of rocking with Black Lives Matter, was he just using Black Lives Matter to gain something? Or is it Black Lives Matter rebranding themselves as the original Black Panther Party? Because why are they fighting for migrants, illegal migrants? See, when symbolism is borrowed without lineage, discipline, and accountability, it creates confusion. And this is creating more confusion. It's not creating unity. And it creates risk, because you might try to empower some people who don't think clearly and acting out of emotion, and going to put on a black flak jacket and a beret and a Black Panther button that you could buy anywhere and go out here and do something stupid. And then you're going to want to play beat. Then you're going to want to, Mr. Birdsong is claim the victim of white oppression. We have to be responsible with our leadership. Now, Maisha Newton, the niece of Huey P. Newton, has stepped forward in her recent video statement, and she made one thing clear. The Newton family is not playing games with the legacy of Huey P. Newton or the Black Panther Party. She stated that she will be filing a cease and desist against Paul Birdsong and the new Black Panther Party, whatever the name is.
To make this video as calmly as possible. My name is Maisha Newton. My father's name was Walter Newton. He was the brother of Huey Percy Newton, who started the Black Panther Party in Oakland, California. Okay? My handle name is Maisha 415 Newton. I got birth certificate paperwork and a whole bunch of Newtons who are ready to listen. This goes out to the Black Panther Party, the new United Black Panther Party, whoever's out there protesting with these Somalians. I'm about to get a cease and desist order against you, and I'm about to sue you because you are not going to defame my uncle's name like that. We're not doing that. See you in court, bitches.
And she made it clear that they've been in through the courts and lawsuits and injunctions for decades of misuse. And from her statement is, this is what Paul Birdsong is doing is another line of abuse. And lastly, brothers and sisters, is Fred Hampton Jr. See, there's a reason many black activists still say if it's not from Fred Hampton Jr., then it's not from the Black Panther Party. See, because Fred Hampton Jr. represents the discipline and the earned legitimacy. And we're not taking anything away from Maisha Newton. Yes, she represents that too, but also Fred Hampton Jr. See, this is not about cosplaying. This is not about social media branding or viral moments. This is about taking a historical organization's name and applying it to something that the organization ain't never stood for. See, this is how white people hijack the black struggle.
Legally arm yourselves and unify, or else you will die. And I mean that in a literal sense. You see on the news all the time, Renee, everybody say her name, Renee. Right? She just got shot in the face by ICE, right? This is a real thing, and they're not going to stop.
See, for him to tell black people to say a white woman's name, instead of representing all the black women that have been unjustly killed in black communities, whether it's crime or violence or police brutality. This is how it happens. And it happens through our emotional connection to struggle and our need to have a voice, any voice that touches that emotional struggle and that need for justice. This is what's happening here. The revolution was never meant to be televised, but see, it's televised now, and it's used as a marketing tool. Do y'all understand what I'm saying, man? Because it's critical that we know who our leaders are. Not who has the most followers, not who goes viral, not who dominates timelines. See, 1 million followers does not make you a leader. Being loud on social media does not make you a leader. Visibility is not legitimacy. See, that's what people think now. They think that is, but without the proving of the work and the discipline and the accountability and the results in the black community. The scriptures tells us to judge a man by his works. So that standard should matter. See, that standard doesn't matter anymore. It's just what fits your feelings. See, and your feelings are not factual. It's just your feelings. See, that's the real danger. The real danger is historically we have never been allowed to see what real justice looks like. So this person speaking to your pain. See, pain without structure gets exploited. Emotions without verification gets weaponized, and movements without legitimate leadership hurts people. Look, I'm not trying to silence Paul Birdsong. I think he has a right to do what he wants to do. But if you a blood, if you a Paru, then why don't you stand on blood and Paru? Why would you have to pick the Black Panther Party? That's what I'm saying. In other things, he said he was blood and Paru. Stand up, listen, it's nothing wrong with standing on your community being a blood and a Paru. There's really nothing wrong. Actually, I would admire that. I'll give you props for that. If you was doing that, Mr. Birdsong, I would give you hundreds of props for that. But this is causing a lot of confusion in the black community, in the activist community, in the community where people were out there still doing the work that the Black Panther Party has inspired many people to do. But now when they see this, it's confusing. Because this is not our fight. And I think it's leading to use the Black Panther Party name to drag black people into this fight. This is not our fight. Do it as a blood. Do it as a Paru. Do it as a rapper. A rap activist. You just don't have to use the Black Panther Party name. See, because black liberation is not built on clicks and likes. It's built on clarity, discipline, and truth. And that should be the standard that we need to go by. So, thank you for watching, man. Like, if y'all agree or disagree, please leave a comment. You know, I'm just trying to bring clarity. See, we got to understand this. Black Westchester Magazine, we are a legitimate newspaper. You go to blackwestchester.com. So we're not here to push no ego, right? We're here to tell the news from a black point of view. And we're here to put it out. But when we see, when we have to report these things, but we also have to have real discussions behind it. Because it's our community that suffers at the end of the day. So please like and share, leave a comment, and thank you. We appreciate the support from everybody. We're trying to keep real black independent news alive. And as always, as I leave you, man, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay blacktastic. Peace out.
Tired of the same emotional politics that lead nowhere. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure by Damon K. Jones is the book Black America needs right now. It exposes the lies, challenges the gatekeepers, and calls for real strategy, not just symbolism. Power starts with truth. On sale now and available in audiobook on Amazon.
Tolerance is for Cowards by Damon K. Jones. This book is not anti-police, it's pro-community. Discover how the extended policing strategy empowers you to demand real public safety, justice, and accountability from your local police department. Because the Black community deserves good policing. On sale now on Amazon and Audible. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black Westchester merch and represent the news with the Black point of view. Every purchase helps us speak truth to power.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.